It's been more than 3 years now since David Smith swerved his motorcycle off of the road in the North Towns, running into 3 people. 2 of them were killed. Smith was drunk at the time, but now he could be out of jail within the next year. As 7 Eyewitness News reporter Rachel Elzevon tells us tonight, the family of one of his victims is now fighting to try and get the law changed.
3 years after her death, memories of Jocelyn Elverson are still alive.
Jocelyn was a lover of life, smile on her face, loved babies.
Elverson's church, the New Covenant Tabernacle in Tonawanda, renovated its nursery in her memory.
She smiled it out. She's happy, always wanted to have a bakery of her own, and now she has.
Elverson's parents are determined their daughter won't have died in vain. 25-year-old Jocelyn Elverson and 81-year-old Sheila Pelton were killed by David Smith in 2012. Smith was driving drunk when his motorcycle went off the road. He had 6 previous DWI arrests and 3 convictions. He's serving a 4 to 12-year prison sentence. Elverson's father told us this on sentencing day.
New York State doesn't hand out the best sentences for this kind of crime. Something's got to change.
Was I upset? You bet. You know, and I think that's what made us say, you know, legislation's got to be harsher penalties.
Jocelyn's law would increase the crime of vehicular manslaughter to aggravated vehicular homicide for anyone with 3 or more prior DWIs. The punishment would increase from a maximum of 15 years in prison to 25 years.
To make these people wake up, you know, people have to start taking responsibility and learning from their actions, and if they're not going to do that, then this is the consequences you're going to deal with.
The legislation has already passed the state Senate 3 times, but Jocelyn's law has not made it through the Assembly because committee members feel current law is, quote, sufficient.
Just take and put themselves in our shoes. What if something happened to them or their family member? Wouldn't they want something available to a judge to put this people out there so that it would send a strict message?
You know, they're innocent, and they're gone, and the person who was drinking and driving is still around.
The Elversons aren't the only ones pushing for this legislation to pass. Senator Gallivan released a statement saying, quote, "This is the 3rd consecutive year the Senate has passed this important legislation, and it's time for the Assembly to do the same." In Tonawanda, Rachel Elzevon, 7 Eyewitness News.